What's up, boys? Welcome back to the 1% podcast. Today we're here with the full recruitment of the boys. We're here with Rory, Hayden, and Will. And today we're going to be reacting to another video. So if you remember in our previous installment, we reacted to, 100 black pill beliefs.
Black pill beliefs, yep.
And just a quick summary, the black pill is basically the belief that your dating success or success in general is determined by your genetics, basically, and if you are a subhuman, balding, short, fat, it's over.
If you are below 6 foot, balding, and a subhuman, it's completely over for you. That is what they believe in. So, yeah.
And a quick summary of the blue pill. So Rory, myself, and Will, we all know what the blue pill is. I mean, to a degree. I sort of do. Hayden doesn't know what the blue pill is, but
a good summary of what I believe the blue pill to be in is the belief that good in humanity always succeeds, which is obviously not the case.
Yes,
it's basically like treats.
And black pill is like the truth, the belief of what actually goes down. The red pill is a little bit in the middle. It's kind of like they do say yes, genetics do matter, but you can kind of put a spin on that and utilize, even if you have bad genetics, you can still make it. And then, for example, a good argument that red pillers would like to make is, for example, I know plenty of guys who have loads of money and they get loads of women. It's like, well, why do they have women? It's because of the money and because they're being used.
Yeah, sort of a red pill. So I'd say the blue pill is what parents tell their kids when they're growing up.
It's like Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. The black pill is the realistic view of the world, and red pill, there's probably more delusion in the red pill, but delusion's a part of success, as we all know.
Yeah, for sure. I think a healthy balance of, if you want to take your pills in the morning, is probably a balance of the red and black.
Take the reality pill, boys.
I honestly think it's a lot to do with if you put it into terms of political things. Blue pill is basically left wing.
Yeah.
Red pill is a lot more right.
Yeah.
It's sort of different, but ties along.
What is black pill?
Black pill is probably just like the...
Black pill's more... It's more in dating, though. It's more focused on that, I feel like.
It's more as well to do with just like people who've been isolated from society as well.
Yeah.
I think that's another thing. Like there was this... Do you guys remember the video I showed you in the chat? The guy that was trying to call me out.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
that's
like that.
He's very I would never have stumbled upon the black pill if I wasn't somewhat isolated to some degree and I was trying to research XYZ. But this guy, like, you can just tell, like, completely isolated. Yeah.
It's like an internet thing.
Probably lives out in the whoop and...
Yeah, for sure. If you don't know, for context, there's this guy who reacted to my video and he's just like, I thought I had a lot of black pill knowledge. This guy, next level autism. But yeah, that's pretty much that.
That's what I gathered from that video.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, yeah. So.
But I guess we'll get straight into this video. Yep. So this video is titled 50 Blue Pill Lies Debunked in One Video. I'm pretty keen to get into it. So we can see already one dating advice, and then the second installment. Yeah, so then the second is a denial of importance of looks, phrases, providing false and endless hope. See, what is false hope though? What is false hope?
It's the idea that you being hopeful for like a better outcome is like... There's no hope.
It's like wishful thinking.
Wishful thinking. It's like you're delusional. I think pretty much just saying, it's delusional.
I think as you get older, wishful thinking definitely does you dirty. I reckon. I reckon you have to be a lot more grounded. You go through experiences as you get older, and you do become more grounded in reality of how things. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's better to expect the worst and get the best. Expect the best and get the worst. You know what I'm saying?
Also, I just realised we're all switched up, by the way. Will's here.
Yeah, this feels weird.
It feels kind of
I just feel like in much more of a power position when I'm here. I don't
really?
know. I don't know. It feels nice.
Maybe. It's like two boats.
Yeah, I think, I generally think it's because you're a fucking man spreader.
I'm
spreading your legs
out.
And like, I just...
Two man spreaders in one couch.
I just feel like my balls are free. You know what I mean? Like, just for the...
Hayden's just cooped up in the corner.
Yeah. I'm in my learning.
Okay, let's just get straight into the video. Yeah. So we'll switch to the reaction screen. And we'll just get straight into it.
Let's go.
We'll get straight into it.
Welcome back. Today I have 50 lies and phrases
can we turn it up?
you'd have heard as a child.
Yeah, we can turn it up. Grab the remote and
into
just turn it up
each
a little
of
bit.
these categories. Starting with dating advice. Lie number 1. Just be yourself. Reality: you can only afford to just be yourself if you're attractive enough in the first place. Meanwhile, for anyone who's unattractive, it will be irrelevant because they'll get rejected based on their looks anyway. And for anyone average, Jester maxing will be required.
What is jester maxing? Yeah, pause this for a sec. Can someone define jester maxing for
Jester
me?
maxing, oh my god, it's such a meme. This is a fucking meme. Anyways, jester maxing, it's kind of like if you're in a position where you don't like feel like you're enough, you have to compensate with being funny, being a funny man. Whereas a guy is a Chad, right, of the group, you'll notice usually they have a lack of personality.
Yeah,
they don't really need to do anything. They don't need to jester.
They'll get more laughs than
exactly, and they'll say some unfunny shit. They'll get more laughs, of course. Whereas this guy, the jester, always goes home feeling like shit because he's just made fun of himself or made himself.
So he makes himself like the laugh of the town.
Almost a clown.
It's like Pete Davidson type shit.
I guess so, but he has like
Pete
I said,
Davidson's not bad looking.
he's like Pete Davidson's like a 6 out of 10, and he's 6'2" as well. So it's not really like he's not a subhuman, is he? Like, you know.
Going back to this, just be yourself. I always thought that was horrible advice for a long period of my life, but I mean, it depends. Like, what does that even mean? Like, just be yourself. Like, people don't really know who they are anyway. So it's like,
well, okay,
I would partially agree with that.
It ties into the red pill a lot. I feel like the good advice for just being yourself is to make yourself into a high value individual, and not have to fake being yourself. You know, in any degree. Like, okay, let's just say you're someone who hasn't gone through experiences before. You're not someone who has per se made it in life. You would have to delusion max to pretend that you're the man when you're not. Whereas someone who is the man can be just themselves. For example, the Chad or the guy, you know, like a guy like fucking, I don't know, Andrew Tate, who's done everything in life. Then you don't, you just be yourself. And
I don't feel like you have to pretend you're the man when you're on the come up. Like, you just have to work really, really hard. I mean, you can have a bit of pride and a bit of confidence, but you can never overdo it. Like, when you overdo it, that's when I start cringing. Like, I hate when people just think they're the shit, man. It's like, you're nothing. You're all nothing. No one is anything.
Like, I've said this in the past before, bro. It's like, it's a bell curve. You start out, you get a little bit of success. You think you're the fucking boss. But if you're someone who's actually done a lot with their lives, and you get to a point where you actually do become humble, and you think it's the opposite. You think your ego will just keep skyrocketing, but it's the opposite. Like I said, it's a bell curve. And
is he talking about thinking you're the man though, or like doing shit that
being
yourself? That's like you do stuff you like. You do stuff.
Just being yourself is like it's a wishy-washy term. I don't even really know what it means.
Like what? So you're gonna just be someone else? I don't understand this.
This guy also said
that's another point. People who. Like a lot of people do like to pretend to be a certain guy because it's like pattern recognition. If you notice a woman you're speaking to likes a certain thing, then you'll play into that. You know, people have been known to do 100%.
You do micro little things every day.
100%. Yeah.
There are be a fake person your whole life just to be with a girl.
No, you can't be.
Exactly.
I'd say just being yourself only works if you're bettering yourself. Otherwise, like there are some people that are unbearable to pretty much everyone. This advice wouldn't work for them.
Yeah.
Also, this guy said there were a lot of ginger Jester Maxes in high school. I think that honestly might have been me. I always thought that was my highest.
I never made myself the clown though. I'd always stand up for myself.
I'd say you can be ginger and fit into the stereotype a lot worse than some other people.
I will say this is a black pill thing I'm about to say, but being ginger for me in school wasn't actually that bad for me because I'm so tall.
Yeah.
And because I was like actually like I was like a half like I was like cool with all the cool kids, right? But if I was a little bit shorter, maybe like 5'10" or something, it'd be over. It'd be over.
Also, you got to play into the joke. If you're like, if you get salty over ginger comments, they're just gonna fucking
that's right.
They're just gonna keep doing it. And I have dark ginger hair. Thank fucking God. I can't imagine being the bright ginger. Oh my God.
Yeah, I think the reason, I know this is completely off topic because we're talking about Bluepill, but like the whole reason why people do get somewhat blackpilled in the first place is because they have gone through that awkward stage, just like you said, like the treatment and everything, and then you dyed your hair, and it's like, whoa, what the fuck? Whole new world.
It's like the realization.
Yeah, literally.
That's crazy.
And then like obviously my transformation, which in my humble opinion is fucking like up there with some of the best, it's like, how can I not be blackpilled? You know what I mean? Like, how is that?
You've seen it firsthand.
Literally, bro. It's just,
We'll get through the video because we could yap all day.
100%.
You've got 50 of these.
Line number 2. Be someone you yourself would want to date. Reality, this phrase is in direct contradiction to the last one. First you say, just be yourself. Now you say, be someone you would want to date. Which is it?
I mean,
Line
if you're
number
gay,
3.
that would work.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I guess like as the more, depolarized relationships become, I guess that is kind of true. But
Dude, I don't want my girl to be anything like me.
yeah, no.
Unpopular opinion, but no,
Exactly.
fuck that. Alright, play.
Just be confident. Reality, Your looks is your confidence for the most part.
Bro, the fact that I know
Let
the
me
male
ask
model on the
you,
left
who looks
is
more
saying
confident
something.
out of these two guys?
No clue.
Lie 4.
I think that
If
speaks for
I
itself.
ask
Yeah.
100 girls out, at least one of them will say yes. Reality. By the time you've asked out 2 or 3, your reputation will be in tatters, and from now on
Yeah.
you'll be
I
forever
think-
known.
Who's asking
as the
100
man
girls
who
anyway?
hits on
Oh
every
yeah,
girl.
100%.
In
Lie
different areas,
5.
maybe.
I'll give you an example, bro. Like when I went through this like cold approach phase during the gym,
You become
and
a
like,
cold approach guy.
bro, I tell ya, like I would not be surprised at all if like all these chicks are like talking amongst each other. And
Oh,
stuff.
probably, bro.
100%.
Did you talk to a couple and they all start bunching
literally,
together
bro. And they're like,
networking?
has that guy talked to you
Dude.
before? Yeah, he's like,
Girls are very intertwined with
yeah,
their like
exactly,
socials.
yeah, for sure.
So yeah, the word gets around, bro. Trust
So
me.
you like go to different places, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta fly out different.
Oh god. Southeast Asia.
Always reply to a woman's text as fast as
Who
possible
says that? No one says
so
that.
she knows you're available
never heard that
and
in my life.
interested.
So okay,
Reality.
you have to reply to
Responding
women's texts
immediately-
as soon as possible to make sure she knows you don't have a life.
I think
Look, it
anyone
depends,
with
like-
anyone with 3 brain cells could
Yeah.
knows that.
Bro, I
that's a
remember
bad
watching
idea.
Alpha M videos back when I was fucking like 14 years old,
Alpha M.
and like
Oh, I remember that guy.
purposefully not like texting girls to make them think I was busy. When
Yeah.
in reality, I was just like watching it, like fucking.
Yeah,
on my
see, that's
phone.
where it's like.
Whereas
what
like
the
you
fuck?
should just be busy doing shit with your
Yeah.
life.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
So it's like, and also this. So you replying to a text really quick, this won't make her lose interest because it just depends on how she views you.
Yeah,
Like
of
if
course.
she views you at such high regard, you can reply to a text straight away.
Yeah,
It's not going to
exactly.
make her lose interest.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
100%.
Exactly.
But yeah, keep going.
Every time a text comes through is probably the fastest way to make a girl lose
It's not the
interest.
fastest.
Not if it's an
Lie
engaging
6.
conversation.
Exactly.
Don't be too eager in the early stage, otherwise you'll scare her
This
off.
guy looks like Wheat Waffles.
Reality, again, in direct contradiction to the last point. Which is it? Be patient or respond readily and fast.
I mean, you just gotta learn the
Lie
game.
Just, yeah.
Learn the game.
Who says this?
If a girl doesn't
No one
respond
says
to
no
your
one says
text,
this.
send a follow-up. She probably
No one says
dismissed
this.
it.
Yeah.
No one ever
Reality,
says
Hi, are
that.
I
you there? Are
guarantee
you
she
still
did see
sleeping?
it, but she just didn't care enough to
Hey,
respond.
babe, I think you
Let
accidentally
this
left
be
me
a
on
rule
red.
of thumb to never
Like,
double
come on, bro,
text under
seriously.
any circumstances, guys. Lie 8. Just put yourself out there. Reality. Any number multiplied by 0 is 0. Putting
I
yourself
slightly,
out there
I
via
slightly
either
disagree
online-
because like enough exposure therapy, you're gonna
Yeah.
find someone.
Bruv, I am the
Wait,
biggest
just put
fucking.
yourself out
I
there,
am the
I'll
biggest
see.
example
Exactly,
of
bro.
putting your actually like this is not blue pill. This is real shit, bruv. I'm isolated. I don't go
Yeah.
outside except I'm in the fucking gym, dude.
I'm-
And like of course, like bruv, like I'm sorry, I sound like a fuckwit. But like with my looks level, and if I had these fucking friend groups that every other
Clean
cunt
up.
in
Yeah,
Australia
if you
did,
go out every
bruv,
weekend,
it'd be
you-
over for
yeah.
everyone, man. I'm serious.
If you just get
But I don't fucking like those environments, and that's just
Yeah,
that's
I've noticed this as well. Like right after I had my transformation or whatever, I went out and like
Yeah.
the response I had compared to like
Yeah.
what I would used to was insane.
yeah.
Like any one of us would clean up now.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
But
It's just that
If-
obviously, like with our lifestyle, like this means more to us than that.
exactly.
so.
Yeah.
But on the other side of the coin, like you've seen below average guys. I've seen
Yeah.
below average guys.
Just the maxes. Yeah.
They're just the maxes, but they still get
Yeah.
girls. You know what
or
I'm
Yeah,
saying?
even,
100%,
even
yeah.
just like friend group max.
So it's like just put yourself out there. So if you're ugly, what you should just like rot in your room. I don't understand.
Oh yeah, like
You should always put yourself out
There would
there.
be people who look a lot worse than I do, but if they have a friend group circle, their chances of having someone that they connect with and love or whatever is skyrocketing compared to mine.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
online dating or cold approach won't help you if you're not getting any interest in the first place. Lie 9. Just tell her how you really feel.
Oh God, don't.
Reality.
No, actually
Guys,
don't.
trust me.
bad.
If a woman likes you, she'll make it obvious she wants to push things forward.
Facts.
I've been there. It's really not a complicated process
Facts.
and should never have to get to the point of you confessing your love to her.
Wait, pause it for a
Lie
second.
10.
I think you said this once, Rory, and it's so fucking true. Like it's become these days like a game of who is least interested
Yeah.
kind of thing. That's what it feels like a lot these
Bro, as
days.
soon as that balance is skewed, it's over for you.
Yeah,
I think
it's
you
like-
said this as well. The second you like someone more than they like you,
that's-
like, they lose
yeah.
respect for you straight away.
It's almost a
That's-
competition with the person you're like.
It's very
Yeah.
like toxic though. I feel
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
way.
I don't like
it's,
it.
It's draining. It's
Yeah,
annoying.
yeah.
It's
sure.
definitely a modern thing.
Yeah, I think like I don't know. I sound like red pilled like first man mindset right now. What is it? Wait, what do you do?
No. Should we tilt the TV a bit?
Yeah.
No, it's not the tape. It's my eyes are shit.
Okay. What were you
What
saying?
was I even saying? I don't know. I was watching like a first man video last night, and I think it was he was talking about how men will be sort of akin to their options, and then once they get like major successful, you know, better options will come along, blah blah blah, and then that loyalty that they had previously will go out the window because they're so tempted with new opportunity.
Yeah, literally.
So it's
a man's only as loyal as his options.
exactly right. So I think staying single for longer is probably the best option for males in today's day and age, especially if you're someone who's ambitious. Look, if you're someone who isn't ambitious, by all means, like, you know, cuff the fucking first woman you see because, you know, like, you're obviously living on a wage.
Hold on to it for dear life.
Yeah, literally.
This guy says, I'm always feeling like I have to one-up my girl. It depends, though. Like, you never want to date up as a guy. It's just a pain in the ass. Like, that's going to be a fucking... Like, dude.
Oh, bruv. Yeah, like, if you're an anxious person and you're dating
like,
up...
you should, you should
no.
be... Yeah. But in terms of what, like, one-upping, like, you aren't playing the same game. So it's like, what are you trying to one-up her in? You know what I mean?
You're just trying to one-up yourself.
Yeah,
one-up yourself.
Yeah, another thing as well, this also, like, ties to friendships, too. Like, if someone... Like, healthy competition is fine. But if competition gets to a point where... you actually don't like the person, you're just trying to like one up them. That's when it becomes toxic.
Yeah, literally.
And similar with you know, like obviously relationships and everything as well. Yeah. So
also, your girl shouldn't be a part of the competition. Other men should be. Like, you shouldn't be looking at your girl like, I've got to be better.
Yeah,
like,
she
no,
should be supporting you.
You should exactly. You should be looking at the other guys like, I have to be better.
And she should be helping you win that competition.
Exactly. You know what I mean? You're on the same team. But anyway,
if she flakes on a date, she was probably just
bro,
going
she's
through an
probably busy
emotional
getting
time, and you should ask her if it's
Is
okay
busy,
for
like,
you to
with
offer
someone
a
else
second
as well.
time. Reality: never tolerate a flake. If it happens, the ball is in her court, and if she really wants you, she'll be the one to come chasing.
oh, bruv, this has
Lie
happened to me
11.
so many fucking times, dude. It's like when you first start talking to a girl, they're super interested, and they're miraculously like busy all the. They're free all the time, just for like no reason. It's like wow, it's crazy. And then, you know, like the interest starts to dwindle. It's like, oh, they're just busy now. Like, and then like you see them clubbing at the same night when they said they're busy or whatever, they're getting dicked down. So, yeah.
well, you never want to like text them for too long, bro. If you're actually interested in, like, dude, it should be within 10 texts you set up the date.
Yeah, for sure.
And also, if they're really interested, they'll be hinting at the idea of like, you know, set something up, let's go out or something. Like they could ask you. They could ask you if they're really that interested. They would just ask you, like, let's go fucking do something.
If she rejects you, keep pursuing her anyway. It shows you care about her and want to see her. Nothing will make her appreciate you more than that. Reality: if you do this after a woman says no, it will get to the point where she'll get annoyed and angry with you for not getting the gist. Lie 12. Humour is what women care about the most. Just be a funny person and women will start being attracted to you.
I don't want Mr. Goofy.
Reality: women will voluntarily laugh at jokes for guys who they find.
I saw a video of Tristan Tate doing the most unfunny thing. I think he went through a drive-through and he said some like song lyrics. Like, I was just watching this video with a dead face. I'm like, what is this? The chicks in the back of the car were laughing hysterically. I'm like, what is this? It does not. It doesn't even matter if your jokes are funny.
I think every guy's always been like really mad when they see like this Chad that's talking to girls. It's like, he's not even funny. Like, what is it? Like,
Bro, it's like that comedian who's a Chad and he somehow got like so many followers, but he's not even funny.
Yeah, no, literally.
And then,
Do you know what was funny about that? Actually, this is a sort of like a blackpilling moment. He only got popular after his surgery because he had cheekbone surgery.
Really?
He got new veneers. He denies, but it's so obvious. You can see it. And also the actual surgeon like posted something about it.
He kind of set it up perfectly though with getting other followers in, because he had all these chicks that followed him just because he was good looking. He wasn't actually funny. And then he made a joke about like domestic violence. Yeah. And then all of a sudden all these guys are like, yeah, he's funny.
Yeah.
The girls were getting angry at him.
But what I was saying was he was actually quite like, I'd say unattractive before. He had this big gap in his teeth. Yeah. He got chin surgery as well, and he had a bit of like a recessed chin. And then
bro, he's definitely on looksmax.org,
dude,
bro.
That's 100%, bro.
I've never even been on that website,
bro. It's fucking autism incarnate. Like
the jester maxing never wins in the end. I'm still not really understanding what jester maxing is. Is it just making yourself a joke, or is it just making yourself a joke?
Jester maxing is like compensating for your lack of looks to you know, attract women when all it's doing is just making
it's just making your personality be better.
But like, how do you learn comedy or something?
No, it's like a good example is, have you heard of Jim Jeffries? Yeah. He's ugly as fuck, but he just somehow keeps getting the hottest fuck chicks because he's funny.
Yeah.
It's like that.
It can work, but like, yeah. We're getting this video. We're going to Yappington City here.
Attractive.
From learning from the comments.
Meanwhile, a joke told by an unattractive guy will be seen as offensive or creepy. Lie 13. Always tell a woman how beautiful she is.
She knows.
Women love to be complimented.
Oh, nice.
Get out of my face.
Reality. If this is true, I dare you to ask any of the guys on TikTok who do this repeatedly just how they're getting on.
I'm not going to waste my time trying to understand.
It's been a long time since I watched porn, I'll be honest. But like even like porn comments. It's like, who's doing that? Like, genuinely.
I don't know, bro.
That's fucking funny as dude.
They're like, oh, yeah.
And think about it, bro. Like someone like Madison Beer has got millions of followers, and like you think like that. No, I can't even.
No, and then the AI like auto chat replies to him, and it's like it's over, bro. He's gonna think it's like her.
But people who like comment on like celebrities, like women celebrity posts, like complimenting them, like A, she's not even gonna see it. B, you're wasting your time, and C, like are you like room 10 by Q or something? I don't get it. Like I just don't get it.
I'm not gonna waste my time trying to understand.
Literally,
it, I don't know, man.
Oh, that's a good one, dude.
Maybe they might get a chance. Who knows?
They have gotten a combined grand total of 0 back out of it. Lie 14. Just try to be her friend.
Facts.
Reality. Guys, if you do this, I promise when you eventually try making your move, she'll simply say something like, so all this time you was only being nice and you tried to get
friends with benefits is always a thing, but that means she was always into you at the start.
That is true. Yeah. Let me think.
And even if you smash, she just wants a quick route.
Probably the first rebound.
Yeah, it'll probably be never. You'd be a rebound, but it'll never be anything long term.
And like you become too close to being that gay friend.
Exactly.
Like you fit into the gay friend role. Like even if you're not gay, that's the role you fit.
Bro, I remember like the amount of times of like I don't know, I guess quote unquote black-pilled women. How I've like sort of they'd be viewing me as like a a partner, not like a partner. Usually it's just a quick fuck sort of thing, because that's the type of women I attract. But nevertheless, I will tell them to do with their like friends that they've sort of surrounded themselves with that are usually male. And it's pretty funny when I get to tell them like the only reason they're friends with you is because they want to get in your pants.
Yeah.
And they're like, "What? No,
they know.
There's no way.
They know this, bro. They know this.
Funny, dude."
Lie 15. Ask your female friends for advice. They will have been in the situation before and be able to tell you what made them attracted to a guy.
Yeah.
Reality. Women don't know themselves what they're attracted to half the time. And if they do, they're hardly going to tell you that because they're afraid of offending you. Lie 16. Make it a priority to meet up with a girl's friends. It's a great way to get in her circle and make her comfortable.
I think we was just making this shit up. Bro.
If you meet with her friends, I guarantee they'll have nothing but bad things to say about you afterwards.
They hate to see
Lie 17.
their friend is in a relationship.
Just get a haircut.
Literally.
Reality. This one's simple.
What?
Haircuts only work on guys who are already attractive. Lie 18.
Does the haircut
just
come
take
with
a shower.
cheekbone surgery?
Reality. Although showers will improve your hygiene, they cannot wash away beneath your skin. Okay, so they were the first 18 lies you would have been told when.
So you're telling me taking a shower and getting a haircut won't increase your chances?
Yeah, no, obviously it will. It's just a meme, like the way they say
it's not gonna.
I know some
transform your life,
but it will for some cunts. Have you smelt some people? I'm like, literally just take a shower.
Yeah, here's the thing, bro. It's like the whole just take a shower, bro. It's like if you're not actively showering, it's over for you. Obviously, it's a prerequisite. But obviously what they're saying, like,
everyone showers, like, come on.
Yeah, like,
surely.
But what they're saying is like, obviously a shower is not going to transform your entire facial attractiveness and make you lose 10% body fat and become chiseled face and 6'8" or some shit. Like that's not how it works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I mean, I don't think anyone believes that. Like, really.
Yeah, I know.
I want to know the reason behind this, D-Sub. So you're talking about this girl 9 months ago that you dated long distance. I want to know the psychology behind long distance relationship. Like, why did you do that, and why are you still going on about this chick? You were talking about a couple. That was like 2 streams ago. Why long distance? Like, what made you think that was gonna work?
Plenty of girls in your radius.
Yeah, there's girls in your radius, bro. Come on, man.
I've never even understood people having like Xbox friends.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's how Xbox friends like that. It's like, have you met?
It's just online friends. We'll get on to the rest of it.
I don't know. If you can't fuck weekly, like what? What's the point? With the long distance.
With long distance, you can't fuck when
If you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, be sure to press the like button and leave any thoughts you have in the comments below.
Also pause this. just with the long distance thing, like if you're not fucking her, someone is, and I'm sorry,
what
but
I'm
that's
saying.
how it is.
Chicks
They
cannot go
can't
a
wait.
week
They
without
can't.
getting dicked. No matter what they tell you, I'm celibate. That is bullshit. They cannot go a
is.
week without
Now,
cock.
what are your sisters, Lucky? What?
Leave Lucky alone. Leave Lucky's sisters out of this.
If they're over 18 and they get dicked every week, like
They all
Yes,
are,
they all
yeah.
are getting dicked.
Fuck.
Why wouldn't they? Do you know how many options these women have?
I don't know. It just made me wonder. He has a sister. I don't have a sister.
Yes,
so I don't know
yes,
this.
most likely. Most likely. I'm saying
So
more.
is everyone's mums at that age.
Oh no,
Dude, she certainly ain't waiting months.
Oh,
Everyone.
oh, it chills up my spine. Anyways,
Why would she not get dick down if she can by fucking hundreds of guys?
I don't know. I just don't have any like
Oh, no, even, like,
girlfriends.
I'm
that
celibate.
pass.
Even
I'm
like
celibate.
The
I don't
fucking
really know.
comparison of what is
They're not
it
gonna
like
tell you anyway.
Tinder as well, bro. Like if you're a man who's a 5 out of 10, you get Tinder. Be prepared for the humbling of your life, man. You're a 5 out of 10 chick, mate. Get ready for the
So,
biggest ego boost of
Dude,
your
let's
life.
say you're a 10 out of 10 guy, right? Which is like
Yeah.
the equivalent of like a 6 out of 10 girl, and you get
That's actually fact.
literally thousands of
Yeah.
of girls asking to smash,
Yeah.
and you're telling me you're not gonna fuck. You're just gonna wait
Yeah.
for some reason.
Mm.
Are you gonna do that?
Didn't they do a test? Where
No.
They got some like chat,
I'm not.
And then they got some like mid chick, and the mid chick got more.
Yes.
Bro.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure. No, it was a male model versus an obese woman, and the obese woman got more likes.
What?
That's crazy, isn't it?
All right, let me also ask you this, boys. If you were like, let's say 6'5" Chad, heaps of money, heaps of status, you've
Yeah.
made it, you don't really need to work anymore.
Yeah.
Are you gonna wait for pussy?
What would you do that for?
Every chick has that status pretty much from birth if they're above like
Yeah.
6.
I don't understand like a weird, fucking kind of misogynistic thing to say when it's not. It's just reality.
It really is.
But like women are born with their sexual market value. Men have to build it, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, as women get older, theirs dwindle, so they have to sort of latch onto something at first. Whereas men have more options the older they get, which is why that settling down when you're young, like just like I said before, is not a great idea. I guess sure you love her until you got better options. That is
Exactly,
So,
exactly. Also, I do want to say that I don't know about you boys, but I fucking hate all this shit about just chicks. It's such a small factor.
Yeah.
It's kind of cringe. It kind of is because it's
Yeah,
like
it is. Yeah, because like it is very cringe, like you
That's
said.
the
Yeah.
'Cause if
latest
you're-
thing I'm worried
yeah.
about, right?
if you're 30,
Yeah.
right? If you're 35 years old and no matter what you've done, maybe you can need to study some of this shit.
If you've
But-
completed your life goal,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Mm.
Or you get to that age, but right now we're like young and trying to do our own thing.
I mean, I don't know. Some guys don't have ambitions, so maybe this is their purpose.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
no,
if you're
literally,
literally,
yeah,
if you're
for
just
sure.
a guy that's on
Yeah.
his shit,
Yeah.
making money, improving, like going to the gym,
You'll have no
you'll
issues.
there's no issues there. Unless you're a balding, subhuman, short,
But like,
fat,
if you're
ugly-
improving, you're going to improve the other aspects anyway.
What if you? Yeah, true. Even if you are 5'4", I reckon.
Maybe
you
it
still
takes
get
10
some.
years and not 5, or not 2 years.
Also, I think as well, like if you don't have like a purpose in your life, you are going to prioritize women, aren't you?
Of course.
Yeah.
Dude, the only reason Wheat Waffles is a thing is because he's a subpar looking guy, and he would place so much importance on females that
Yeah.
that's now he's made a whole channel about it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
bruv,
the only
like, it's
reason.
Even to do with like as you're growing up within your youth, like childhood is a massive indicator of how you'll be in your adulthood as well. But it's to do with the way you view women and relationships, blah blah blah. Like obviously, if you have less of that as you're younger, you're obviously going to place more importance on it.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's just natural, of course.
Let's get on with the yap.
Now moving on to the next 9 points, which are all to do with denial of the importance of looks. Lie 19. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Reality. 95%
To a
of
degree.
Tinder likes go to the top 50% of
I
men.
will say something.
This
on
shows
this.
a
That's harsh.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder only when you reach a threshold of looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So girls will have certain types that they look for, things that they find attractive, facial archetypes, fucking, style, whatever the fuck it may be. But with that being said, though, if one of the people who is, I'll say this, one person who has a type and say he's like she is his type, it's 5 out of 10, versus like a guy who isn't her type, but it's like a 7 out of 10. They're on like the same level.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah.
You have to reach that objective attractiveness threshold for them
Yeah,
to
for
even
sure.
see any kind of in beauty of the beholder, this kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And also, this is harsh, damn. 95% of the Tinder likes from girls go to the top 50%. So 50% below average, you only get 5% of the chicks.
That makes sense to me.
That's crazy.
That doesn't make sense.
Clear bias in favour of some guys on top of others. Lie 20. Looks only get your foot in the door, and it is personality that makes a relationship last. Reality. If you don't maintain your attractiveness, she will lose attraction for you.
I think it's very hard to
Lie 20
lose your attractiveness realistically.
As a
though.
guy, yeah.
Yeah, like you'd have to do a lot. If you're someone who's reached a high looks threshold, you're gonna have to do a lot to lose.
The only way you can do it is really just get fat. I think
Yeah,
it's the only
for
way,
sure.
or get really sick.
Or drink a lot of alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just have bad. If you have
Just have
good
bad
habits,
habits,
you're
yeah.
gonna age like wine.
yeah. And obviously, if you're a man who's got that productive mindset and you want to improve consistently, you're not gonna lose your looks. If
Honestly,
anything, it's gonna get better.
It's the
so.
best mindset to have because you're just always gonna get better. Like it's
Always
so
winning.
Always winning. Like I don't understand how you could be, well, a loser. But anyway,
1. Age is just a number. Reality.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Every
date a
passing
50-year-old.
year after around 28, your looks will get worse and worse. Your hairline will recede, you'll start to wrinkle,
That shit's already
your
I'd
hair
say,
will
to be
grey, and
honest,
so on.
Objectively, yes, sure, you'll look worse. Youthfulness is a big indicator of attractiveness. But what I will say though is that as men age, they actually tend to get more sex appeal. And I know that
Yeah.
sounds fucking weird. It's
No,
like it
that's
sounds,
true.
or you're coping, blah blah blah. Like, sure, you're not going to attract like very young women when you're 50.
No, you're gonna get the milfs.
Exactly, you're going to get older women, but at the same time, like the element of distinguishedness and it's an indicator of experience in life. You're obviously going to be more attractive.
I think of like George Clooney. Like
Yeah. And like even like I saw a comparison of Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt when they were like early 20s compared to what they are now, which is like 60s or whatever. Honestly, they looked like just as good, if not better, which is really weird coming out of my mouth because usually
Yeah.
I agree.
because you also get a more masculine look when you get older. Like the things like your hairline and your skin get worse, but your overall
And you
look
can fix
becomes
that anyway.
It almost becomes more rugged and masculine.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like the absolute how I'd want to be when I'm older is when the hairline starts receding and you start getting all this shit. You fix that, but you'll still have the benefits of being older and looking more masculine.
Yeah.
But with the youthfulness of a good hairline
for
and
sure.
like, and whatnot.
Women get worse with age, men get better. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah, it's well.
understood.
I'd say men don't get better with age; they
I
just
mean,
stay the same,
it maybe
whereas
goes
women
up.
get
Yeah,
worse.
yeah.
I'd say go slightly up and then past like 35, 40.
Yeah.
Point is, age isn't just a number. It's so the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I think blue pills don't even take themselves seriously when they say this. To be honest, what does that even mean?
Lie 22. Height doesn't matter. If height mattered, the giraffe would be the king of the savannah. Reality. We don't live in the wild. We're in the modern world where your height is an advantage in dating.
I've got a good
Lie
argument.
23.
I've got a good argument for this. So, who would you consider as a bigger mogger? A guy who's 6'10", uncoordinated and lanky, versus a guy who's say 6'3", proportionate,
Of course,
and has a good
6'3".
physique.
But we're also
6'3",
talking
of
only
course.
over 6'3" here. We're not delving into the low 5 foot range.
That is true. I genuinely like in my
6'3".
yeah no I
Oh,
yeah.
Compared to 6'10".
No. Because let's say this, right? The taller you get, obviously, the more your proportions are going to go out of whack. If you're someone who's like 6'7" and you're like proportionate, sure, we'll give you the Gigamogger title, right? But the majority of the time, bro, like the taller a person gets, like the longer their face gets, the more like their arms and joints and everything gets lanky. It just looks out of proportion.
Harder to fill out.
I'd say I'm in the danger zone.
No,
Like,
you're
any taller
you're
than that,
just below. Like you're just right.
I
Like,
know.
If you
'Cause
were any taller, I think it would get like
I still got the lankitism, right? But I can still sort of fill that out.
But that is still very attractive. Like having longer limbs is obviously better than having short limbs. Like, let's
and
be real.
it's good for
But-
most things, honestly. Like
Yeah.
fighting, grabbing shit.
Oh yeah, for sure. Bro,
Doing
I know
anything.
damn well, man. I've got fucking long as shit. I got like the
There's-
same
there's
wingspan
nothing,
as you.
Nothing
no?
really bad that comes from it. Just
Yeah.
having just harder to fill out, but that can still
Yeah.
be done.
Yeah, 100%.
With enough trend, you know.
Yeah. Trend
Do
hard
with
enough.
height again. If a woman rejects me because of my height, it means she's shallow anyway, and I've dodged a bullet. Reality. Women want to look up to their partner both emotionally and physically.
That's true.
Lie 24. Women love a dad bod, so it's fine I'm packing
But they think a dad
extra
bod is like The
pounds.
Rock.
Yeah.
Reality. The ideal body on a man is around 10 to 12% body fat, large chest, shoulders, arms, a six-pack, and a slight even tan. Lie 25.
Yeah, that's because
Hayden,
they're
what women
lying.
say is not what they really want, though.
Literally, it's
Like, what
it's
women
because
say
they're
is
lying,
most
mate.
time just fucking don't
Literally.
even think about it. I've seen this time and time again. But even when they say dad bod, what do they mean by dad bod?
They mean someone who lifts weights is in their off season or is in a bulk.
Yeah,
That is literally what they think a dad bod is.
literally.
Realistically, a dad bod
They
is
think
like,
of
They
they
show
think of
a
dad
photo
bod.
of
They think of
C-bomb.
Jason Momoa. That's what they think of.
They saw a photo of C-bomb when he was in off season. They said, "Oh, dad bod."
Yeah.
Reality matters more than looks because looks will eventually fade.
This is the classic
Reality. Most guys are struggling in dating because they lack the looks needed to attract, not because they lack personalities. Lie 26. Balding won't affect me, and it's a sign of
Did I not
maturity.
fucking
And
say this
besides,
before?
women like older guys. Reality.
I was making the code.
Don't put the camera
Nah, oh, no, genuinely. All right. For context, guys, I call all of these guys coping. Wait, okay, who's got like?
No, I was just
you're not
making an
receding,
objective
are you?
fact.
You're got a
I
good.
was just born with this though.
Oh, okay. Well,
This
that's
is just my
that's not
hairline.
receding. That's just normal hairline. But like, you guys are making a cope about like a
No,
receding
what
hairline.
I
is
said was-
masculine.
no, what I said was- we didn't say that.
We didn't say
I said
anything
having-
attracting women.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I just simply said, I
Yeah.
said, whoever's hairline is receding in this room has the highest testosterone. It
Right.
was something like that. And is
That's
that
what
not,
it
is that
means.
not like...
I mean, when you take tests, your hairline recedes.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's all
then
we're saying.
again, though, like just because you don't have a receding hairline doesn't mean you have low testosterone.
No, that's
I
right.
mean,
It's just like, you could...
Yeah.
Sounds like a beta low test comment to me.
guys, my recessed hairlines, it's indicative of high
Guys, I'm-
testosterone, guys. Like,
My hairline,
coping.
my hairline is my hairline is absolutely fucked. I'm obviously the highest test.
It's my test.
yeah.
Alright, keep
There
going.
we go.
Surveyed
The
said
sign
they
of
found
maturity,
bald
does it?
men less attractive. And this is just the ones who are honest in the survey. Lie 27. Size doesn't matter. It's how you use it that counts. Reality. Lengths 6 inches or more is seen as ideal. So those are the
Oh,
points.
this is
to
interesting.
note.
Just pause it for a second. I have a shit personality. I don't know why you would tell yourself you have a shit personality. I don't know
Personality is
how
subjective.
to flirt with women, but since I look good, they just put it off as cute or silly. Yeah, that's the reality, man.
Yeah, it's just halo
That
effect,
is the
bro.
reality.
That's all it is. If you can have, like, doesn't really matter. Like, if you're Chad range, doesn't really matter what your personality is. It's your faceanality. That's all it is. Really.
Personality.
That's just how it is, bro. Like, if you've got a charismatic like look to you've got that about you. You don't have to be funny.
When you're putting off your personality or you're flirting with them, they're looking at your face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it
Yeah,
doesn't look
exactly,
good, they're
yeah.
not going to like what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, like it's usually just like their ears will start like ringing and like they won't hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
They're just looking at you like smile or whatever.
I mean,
It's just-
it depends. Like, if you're good looking and you've got charisma, that's just a plus, obviously.
oh,
but-
bro, tell me about it. Like, ideal situation, you're good looking and you're charismatic, right?
Even if you're not good looking, if a chick is attracted to you, she'll do the same thing. Like when if I'm talking to a chick that is attracted to me, I will say things and she will laugh, and I'll be confused on why she's just laughed. Like I'll just say a normal thing. She's like,
Yeah, literally.
stop.
Of looks. Now moving on to phrases providing false and endless hope.
God
Lie
forbid we give hope to
28.
the younger generation.
There's someone out there for everyone. Reality. Unfortunately, there actually isn't. In Western countries, the ratio of
No, go back, replay that, please.
Just 5 seconds.
Okay.
Lie 28. There's someone out there for everyone. Reality. Unfortunately, there actually isn't. In Western countries, the ratio of men to women for ages 15 to 24
Yeah, so even if everyone was
averages
100,
out
actually,
to
like,
be
the
roughly
population
one-
it's
actually
impossible
more.
for everyone to unless
Wow.
the like men are sharing women. Like,
But let's be honest. Wait, women are sharing.
but, it's gonna,
Women are sharing.
but some people choose to be single anyway. But yeah, the women will be sharing.
I'd say more women are sharing than men.
Yeah.
105 men for every 100 women. Lie 29. The only reason I don't have a girlfriend is because I'm not looking for one right now. Besides, I'm focusing on my exams at the moment anyway.
Will.
Reality. Guys that say this, even if they did try, let's be honest, they wouldn't have much of a chance. Lie
I think
30.
that's fucking wrong.
Everything
Because I
will
don't
work
know.
out in the end.
Yeah, like,
Reality.
I don't have
The-
Tinder.
the
I don't
real
go
thing-
out anywhere.
Exactly.
I think these ugly guys can't believe that some people just choose not to have sex or go out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
Like,
think that
dude,
is.
I love the chance Yeah,
It's like,
that's
no,
the
it's
thing.
not that
Or they
girls
have,
on
yeah.
red because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Exactly. It doesn't- it's
Or
not-
they
it's not all
haven't
that.
had sex or a relationship and realize it's not all that.
Exactly.
It's like some things are actually more important, especially like why would you try to tell young guys the relationships are more important when that doesn't realistically long term benefit their life?
Yeah, 100%.
It's temporary satisfaction.
Yeah.
There's no use in telling young guys to do that
Yeah.
under the age of 25, 30.
I reckon people should just get used to living by themselves, like for a long
Be
time
fine without it.
before they-
Yeah.
It's better by
Then you become reliant.
Yeah, it's as well another thing as well. Like you see women if they're out of a relationship for a certain amount of time, they're like, "What the fuck is happening? I need dick. I need to get in a
Or
relationship now."
Even men,
And then-
like,
Some guys are like
there's
that.
people, bro, most
Oh,
men,
yeah,
they're
of course, you're right, yeah.
When they break up with someone, they're like, I see it. They have to quickly get into a relationship again because they hate being by themselves.
Yeah.
Like, why? It's the fucking pest. You don't have to worry about anyone else.
There's
Just do what
benefits.
you want to do.
There's benefits and there's cons. Most of it's just emotionally. Like I'm a very logical thinker. I think that's why I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm not relying on emotions to like go throughout my day.
See, I'm different. I really enjoy relationships, though.
Yeah, well, they
like,
can be
I,
good.
I really like just I like it. I think it's an enjoyable experience.
I think it is a quality.
And
of
if I
life.
can, why wouldn't I? You know what I mean?
It's a better quality of life, but
It is.
I think it does sacrifice. a little bit.
But you can get too comfortable, and that's where you go. Take a break. Won't see you for a bit, and I'll just grind, do the man shit. Because you can definitely get guys happens to guys all the time. They get way too comfortable in relationships, and then they just get fat and eat Cheetos and watch movies and shit.
It's okay because you'll have this chick forever and she won't leave you, and then you're just
Yeah.
alone and fat.
That's the crazy thing. They
Just
get
sit in
into
their
a
room watching movies.
yeah. It's like, and then you get so unattractive that they leave you, and you wonder why.
Then you're just stuck there. Like
Yeah,
Like-
like if ideally, like exactly what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
like the things that attracted the woman in the first place, you continue to do.
And more.
Yeah, exactly right. Like you get them to view you as an investment, not a liability.
Yeah, literally. That's yeah. Quote that. Put it on your wall. Print it out.
Lie 30. Everything will work out in the end. Reality. There's no magic force in the
Yeah, you have
universe
to make
that
shit
leads
happen, bro.
everyone to finding their
Not
ideal
just
partner.
learn hopium.
That's
Time
not even-
passes
that's not even
and you'll just
relationships,
keep
that's in
getting
life.
older
Yeah.
and
everyone
older.
thinks someone's gonna come save
Lie
them.
31. When you stop looking, the right person will show up.
Or-
Reality, again. No magic force in the universe
Pause.
guaranteeing a future.
This is false. This is false. So when you are looking, and you look so desperate to get
Yeah,
chicks,
for
that's when
sure.
they run away.
Yeah.
When you're not looking, every time I have not looked, there's been someone that just they just come.
They just pop in.
They just pop in. But when you're just focused on girls all the time, that's when they're like, oh, why is he so invested in women? He clearly can't get any.
Yeah.
You know?
Very
So
true.
that is wrong. That is false. Absolutely
Bluepill
false.
Nelson.
partner. It's not like your future wife will just fall right out of the sky.
Yeah, but she'll fall into your Instagram
Lie
DMs if you're
32.
high value enough.
There's always plenty more fish in the sea. Reality. This only helps if what you're fishing with has the power to attract.
True.
It doesn't matter if there's plenty of fish. If you're fishing with cow pat attached to your rod, you're hardly going to be reeling the loads in. Lie 33. It's just not your time right now. Reality. For a small percentage of guys, it will never be their time.
Fuck.
And the rate
Oh,
of men who...
really?
Wait. Virginity rates.
Yeah.
Is it 27%? Under 30.
What the fuck?
Damn, that's crazy.
27% under 30.
Wait, so you're telling me it was 20%? So like you walk out in the street and you see countless of guys who are under 30, like around like late 20s, and they haven't.
Because that includes people after 20. That is wild. Damn. 27%.
guys, they're just choosing not to have sex.
Is this what country is that in? I feel like Australia
It's
would
so
be
easy to
different.
get a room.
Yeah.
Australia, everyone's
Yeah,
everyone's fucking like
Oh,
crazy,
yeah,
like
for sure.
like rabbits.
Yeah.
India.
Even
Rabbits.
China. And
Oh
India,
yeah. Any like high
mass
population.
population.
fall into this category
That
seems
might
to
be
be
an American
rising.
thing.
Lie 34. Karma is real, and if you be a good person, your dreams will always come true. Reality. Guys, there's no such thing as karma.
Pause.
The dating market.
What the fuck do you mean there's no such thing as karma? If you're a cunt to everyone, you're an absolute bad person, you do bad
Yeah.
things, it's going to come back to
It's kinda
bite
like
you.
you're just begging
This
for it at that
happens
point.
all the fucking time.
Yeah.
If you're a good person,
Yeah.
you treat people well, and you
Yeah.
do good things in the world, and you put out a positive energy, you get nothing but positive things out of it.
Yeah.
I don't believe that there's this big magic force of karma. I just
Yeah,
think what you
sure.
put in the world is what you get
Oh
out.
yeah, of course. It's just a form of energy. Like I don't know if you
Yeah.
want to be like spiritual about it or not, but like
No,
100%.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's also just like you provide value, you'll get value back. If
Yeah.
you're sucking value out of everyone, you're not going to get any for free.
Yeah, for sure. You reap what you sow.
It always wins, and there is no safety net. Lie 35. Romance isn't dead. You just haven't found the right person yet. Reality. It's not dead, but it's certainly on the way down. The rate of single
I
motherhood.
just love this guy's fucking absolute nihilistic mindset. I just love it.
What's it? It's just pulling up facts,
I
I
thought he was
guess.
going to say, it is dead. But I mean, that's the statistics, you know.
And divorce rates are following a similar trend. So, they're the points about endless hope. Now moving on to the next category, which is all things to do with relationship advice, for which there are 9 of these. Lie 36. A man who truly loves his wife will forgive her for cheating. Reality. This also shows he doesn't truly love himself for letting this unacceptable
I'm sure he
behaviour
loves her,
slide. Lie 37.
But you're an
If
idiot.
your girlfriend says she wants a break from the relationship,
I want to break.
you must give her
Okay,
as
I
much
want to,
space.
Dude, if
I
you-
want to suck other dicks.
If your girl ever says she wants a break, turn back and don't ever don't ever stop going, bro.
No.
Never go back.
Yeah.
That is the worst shit ever,
It's
bro.
over from the...
What the fuck would she need a break
it's
for?
literally
you
over
idiot?
from the time she even mentions that.
Yeah.
If she mentions that...
Break, gone.
As possible, and when she's ready for you, she'll come back.
When she's sucked enough dick,
more often than not,
she'll
if a
come
woman
back.
says this, she won't ever come back. And if she does, chances are it will be because she failed trying to make things work with another guy,
Failed to
so
manage
she's
it.
come crawling back to you. Lie 38. Always pay for the date as a man. Reality. Women have been working and putting money in their pockets for the best
Yeah, what
part
kind of
the
man
last
do you wanna
100
be, though?
years.
Yeah.
And how do you want the frame to be?
Yeah,
Exactly.
For sure.
Like,
Do you want to
Yeah.
be viewed as a guy who like is? I know. Okay, this is terrible to say, like equal to your partner, but like I'm not saying men are better than women. We're not. We're just different. And if you want to be a masculine partner, someone who like I'm using the masculine cope now, aren't I? But like seriously, if you want to be someone who's respected upon, like just do it yourself.
First
bro.
date,
just wanna feel good
100%
about yourself,
especially.
bro.
She can always pay for certain things,
Yeah.
obviously.
Just little things like that, yeah. But you just want to, you genuinely just want to feel in control, don't you?
Yes. Yes.
So,
Always
no
drive
brainer.
your own car. Always pay for the shit. Always be in control. Like,
Because then your control starts to slip. And if you're struggling to pay for a fucking meal,
Yeah.
you shouldn't even be dating women.
Yeah, 100%.
Really.
Is in Western countries. There's no excuse now why they can't put money on the table. Lie
That
39.
sounds like a loser.
I mean,
A
bro.
they
long distance
can.
relationship
bro.
is
You want
just
that,
a
really.
test
Yeah.
of strength. Reality. Long distance relationships, more often than not,
This
are
is
a
for you, D-subs.
compromise and simultaneous balancing act, not a test of strength. Lie 40. When a woman says, he's just a friend, you've got nothing to worry about. He doesn't like
talked
me
about
like
this
that.
before.
I've had to
when
lay
she
this down
says
to so
this,
many
you
women,
should
bro.
trust
Yeah,
that the
yeah.
male friend doesn't have any feelings.
I think deep down they know.
Reality.
Of course they know.
If a
I ask
girl
them,
is
"You
attractive
know this, right?"
enough,
Yes.
just
Well,
about
they don't.
every guy
They do,
will be
bro.
trying
They-
his
hey,
luck
they
to
do,
get
man. Of course they understand that.
No, they don't.
They
Well, you don't
what?
think so?
They don't know.
They tell you they don't.
Oh,
They definitely tell
When you
that,
really,
yeah.
when
no,
when
this
when
isn't
you,
to me. This is someone else. They'll, like.
yes, I know, but they
Like,
do.
he's like family friend for ages, and she's like, he doesn't like me. He doesn't. And we're like, ask him, and he's like, oh yeah, I do. You want to go out somewhere? And she's like, oh, and then just never talk to him again.
Chicks are pretty delusional.
Mum,
They're
maybe
so
some could be
They don't
delusional.
know what they want.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
shit. They're delusional.
But I'm saying more time than not, they'll know that. They'll fundamentally know that, whether subconsciously or
Or
consciously.
they don't want to believe it.
Or they don't want to believe that. Yeah.
Sort of like how a dude knows the black pill, but they have
Yeah, it's like a
choose
blue
mind
pill.
controlled
Yeah.
themselves.
They mind control themselves and
To
think,
not wanna believe
no.
Do you want me to drink?
They delude themselves.
There's been a bunch of chats.
Yeah. So
Where you can keep watching.
how does not having a car affect your SMV, bro? It fucking
Destroys it.
ruins it, bro.
Tell it.
I'm not even gonna lie to you,
Tell
man.
me, bro. I don't have a car. D-subs.
Okay, look-
ruined it completely
Okay.
for me.
So
100%.
it depends. Like
trying to
SMV,
preach this. The
it
one
makes
thing
it hard
that-
to date. That's for sure.
yeah,
Like having a car
Because,
changes
bro,
the
like-
game.
bro. Like I'm telling you, man. Like genuinely, like if I didn't, I like to think of me as a person as a decent guy. Right? I like to think I'm quite charismatic.
Yes.
I think I'm a petit fruit. It was the Ronaldo saying. But yeah, and I'm good looking as well. Sure, whatever. But like seriously, it's very hard to get over the no car pill. That's a pill you
I'd say
can't
it almost
swallow, bro.
halves like the
And
chances, to be
It's
honest.
so good when you have a car, man. You can just go anywhere,
Yeah,
take these
100%.
girls
And it's just like what
anywhere.
you said before. It's you can't really be in control if a girl's driving you. Right?
Exactly.
So,
I hate it. I cannot stand sitting in the passenger seat.
Yeah,
I fucking,
for sure.
oh.
It's even like just right now the situation I'm in. I'm like having to ask people to drop me off certain places, and like I like to view myself as like quite an independent person, like because you could say I'm a Sigma male, and like I want to do that myself, but obviously like that is my fault because I didn't take the action earlier on, and I'm just suffering the consequences of it. So obviously, if you don't have a car, D-subs. Don't be like me and just get it done. Bro.
I mean,
get it done as early as possible.
If you're,
No, that's
if you li-
Coleman that said that.
Oh, it's
and then he
cold.
added you, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. So it's fucking Ethan.
But if you live in the city, like let's say you live in the city, public transport's
Different.
like having a car in the city is kind
Yeah.
of stupid.
They're gonna say, "What's the reason for not having a car? Are you broke?"
Yeah.
So
Bro, it's
it
hilarious.
depends why you
because-
don't have a car.
Bro, I remember people just like looking at me and they're like always shocked at the fact that I get Ubers from the gym to work. Like you. Like they view me as someone
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
would
yeah, yeah.
obviously have my own car.
Well,
and
just
have
do
my
one
own-
piece of the puzzle.
I tell you what is
Yeah.
what will increase your SMV. Get a Ute with a canopy in the back, dude. It's fucking. You can
Or
just
a
drive
wagon.
or a wagon or anything, and that's why they call it the shaggin' wagon.
Yeah,
The shag wagon. That's
for
funny.
nothing.
With her. Lie 41. Always follow your heart. Don't follow your brain as it's not based on true love. Reality. This can end up causing you to make mistakes if you don't think things through properly.
Yep.
Lie 42. This is probably by far the
What?
stupidest
Who the fuck
one
says
on
that?
Who
this
says
list.
that, bro?
You
No one's
should let
saying
your
that.
partner
What?
sleep with other
No, I
people
know.
if they want
Anyone
to,
say that?
because
No one said
otherwise you're only limiting their happiness. Reality. This is flat out delusion at this point. In fact,
Shit.
if you're dumb enough to believe this, I'm sorry, but you've only got yourself to blame. Liar 43. Never tell a
There's
woman
a lot of
she is
cucks in the
wrong.
world.
Instead, ask her how she feels and what you can do to comfort her. Reality. If a woman does something unacceptable, you must hold her accountable.
facts.
You can't just sweep things under the
Don't
rug
fall for her
after
cries,
she puts
bro.
on the
She knows how to cry on
waterworks.
demand. Trust me.
Liar 44. Don't make your life
You're
about
shit
your
on the wall.
relationship.
I know.
Reality. This point is the only true one in the entire list out of 50. I actually agree with it. So, they're the points about
yeah.
relationship advice. Now moving on to the final 6 points, all to do with coping with rejections. Liar 45. If you get rejected, you should be proud of yourself that you had the courage to ask her out anyway.
You kind of should.
Reality. There's nothing else to say here on this point other than the fact that
I'm coping, bro. I got caught, man. I got caught.
Liar 46. There's nothing wrong with being a virgin. Reality. I believe every year past the age of 20, it becomes a bigger and bigger cause for concern in the eyes of most women. Liar 47. This one is
You get with another 20, and they're like, you've never like.
It's just going to be really hard, yeah, when you get into a relationship. Because girls want guys with experience.
And also-
Yeah, that's why it
Picture.
usually works when a guy is substantially, not substantially, but at least older than the woman because of the experience age gap.
Yeah,
And also, every first relationship is a fail and a learning lesson.
Yeah.
And the quicker you learn that lesson, the better, I think.
Yeah, sure.
100%.
Like, you don't want to be learning that lesson at
Yeah,
age
nah.
25.
Also, I'd say it takes years to get good in the bed, like really good. So it's like if you haven't had sex past 20, like
also,
this chick's gonna be doing all these like what 360 fucking
Nose
spitting choke combos, and you're gonna be there like,
The 3,000.
what am I
combo.
doing? Yeah.
that's where that's where I would say a relationship does help in the early ages. That's probably like
Yeah, but,
only
like,
one
another
benefit,
thing as well,
just
it's like,
consistency.
It would make honestly more sense and be more time efficient if you were to be with one girl and practice sex with that one girl than go around and
That's
have
what I'm
sex
saying,
with
yeah.
a bunch of like 20 different girls.
Yeah.
A, it's less effort. B, you actually get chemistry with that one
Yeah,
girl.
and you learn
and
them
you're not having
up.
to fucking like go out and like it doesn't make sense.
You can ask each other's interests.
Exactly, and you don't get STDs. So there you go.
Yeah, you don't want to be, don't wanna be pissing blades or nothing.
Yeah.
a cause for concern in the eyes of most women. Liar 47. This one is ridiculous. I am happy my wife has had lots of partners
No
before
guy is
me,
happy
as it
with
means
that.
she's really good in bed.
No, bro,
Reality.
it's disgusting, bro.
I
The
heard a Dave
intimacy
lyric.
That
will
shit makes
actually
me
be
throw
less
up,
pressure.
man. There are some guys that genuinely think that. That genuinely like. I don't know if I believe that or not, or if they're just coping, but I don't think there'd be any guy that would genuinely be happy for the girl to have like a
No, okay,
past.
we'll say this,
Like,
right?
that's
The
actually
more
kind of wild.
previous partners a woman has had, the more chances that you're going to be one of those previous partners.
It just
Is that not
sickens any
true?
guy to the stomach, I think.
No,
Also, they're
at-
more likely gonna cheat.
And at not one point in history has promiscuity ever been celebrated. So like, why would it? Why'd that change?
Left.
Rory, if you were to make decent money, would you date local or fly to another country?
Who said this?
D-subs.
If I were to make more money, would I fly away or go local?
I'd
We'll say,
fly away.
but let me just say this. I reckon it really depends, obviously. Like, you're not going to find your wife in Pakenham. But with that being said, though, do I want to go to fucking Dubai and live in Dubai and find my wife there? I don't know. It really depends. Obviously, I'd want to be able to like connect with someone culturally. I don't think I'd want to go to like Italy. She's barely speaking English, or fucking Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
Like they're not even speaking English.
Yeah.
Like it's just
Like a lot of people like the idea of going to Thailand and getting a Thai wife, but I'm not into that.
That's just cope.
Because they're traditionally good, they're feminine or whatever, but I'm just not into that.
Yeah, neither am I, to be
personally.
honest. I think.
And is that just the cope for not being able to get chicks here?
I reckon, like, in terms of traveling, like, maybe traveling in your own country. So, like, I don't know, go Sydney, Queensland, whatever, because it's still Australia.
There are definitely good women here. People get that mixed as well. There are some good chicks here, for sure.
Also, are you going to pay for a plane ticket, pay for accommodation to find a chick? I mean, I'd be flying where I want as a holiday or as a business trip.
And then you just
if there's
happen to meet them there.
Exactly, yeah. I'd just be going like...
I'm not going to go to a country just...
Like I establish
must
all the
stay.
time. Yeah, like once I establish all the time, it's just like, I just go on with my life and they'll get in the way.
Precious and less special. I'll ask you this. When you were younger, were you more enthusiastic for your birthdays and Christmases at 8 years old or 18 years old? Liar 48. Getting friend-zoned is no defeat. You should be happy as she sees you as good enough to be her friend.
I've never been in the friend
Reality.
zone.
If you do this, you are compromising for something
I
less
don't think I've
than
ever
what
been
you
in the
are.
friend zone either.
I don't think I have either, yeah.
No, because if you...
It might sound really bad, but women aren't good friends compared to guys.
Yeah.
Like, to be
I mean,
honest.
it's like the second you get put in the friend zone, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's not like we're looking at them as like objects.
Yeah,
But it's
no,
more just
obviously.
like...
It's more
you
like it
can't
doesn't
be-
work like
You
that.
can't be friends with girls, bro. It's just
You
not
can
possible.
try to be.
Yeah,
You can
try.
definitely
She'll be
try,
telling you stories about how
Yeah,
Daquan dicked it down on the weekend. You'll be
Not
like,
me. You won't catch me.
yeah, no.
When you're a kid, yeah, obviously, but not like when you're in high school and shit. No. Yeah.
Originally desired. Once again, this is cope. Liar 49. When a man tells himself, everyone in a relationship right now is just in the honeymoon phase. They'll soon snap out of it and come back down to earth. Reality. For me, the most productive and fulfilling times of my life is when I've been in a relationship with a girl. In fact, I started this very channel the week I started dating a girl.
It's weird to hear from
Finally, lie number 50. The person who runs this channel is just a bitter person who's stuck in his ways and loves spreading bad messages.
What's a sad
Reality.
bitter man.
Nope, I actually know what I'm talking about, and you should subscribe to this
This
channel.
graphic on the right is how I can exactly picture him to be right now.
Yeah.
No, I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Excuse me. Finally, here's 10 more lies that didn't make the cut of the video.
here we go.
Also,
Let's read these out. Okay. Before buying her something, ask if she's allergic to make
Oh,
sure
bro,
it's
I've
safe.
got a funny ass
What?
story. This is from a mate, and he
So
was...
specific.
What the fuck?
I remember that...
That's you should ask her that, because what if she dies?
I mean, she'll know, shouldn't she?
I don't understand what the fuck that is.
Is it saying
no.
you shouldn't ask if they're allergic to something? You should just buy it for them? Because that seems pretty dangerous.
Is there an underlying meaning behind that?
Yeah, that seems pretty pointless. Wheat waffles.
Yeah, waffle meat.
Bro's waffling.
Sometimes space is needed in a relationship to... I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. What?
So, yeah.
But
If you're like constantly there, like... If you're like even living with like a chick, you can't do that because you just get sick of each other. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like it's what's the
yeah,
fucking point?
It becomes like, I think relationships are a lot of time on a timer. And that time only ticks when you're with them, realistically.
Yeah, that's true. That's facts.
It sort of is a bit like that.
But
And
you
also,
also
you
you
want-
need
you
to
just
have
need-
time for them to miss you.
That
as
I
well.
was just gonna say that
Yeah.
exact thing. Yeah, yeah. You need to give them space for them to
Like-
actually, because they don't miss you when you're with them. They miss
Yeah.
you when you're away.
Exactly.
Exactly,
Like,
yeah.
I remember how good McDonald's was when I was a kid because I rarely fucking got it.
Exactly.
I fucking hate McDonald's now because I always get it.
He's about to go get some.
No, they're getting good.
I'm getting Guzman like Gomez, bro.
Jeez.
Nice guys don't finish last. Yeah, they kind of do, but you never want to be a nice guy. You want to be a good man.
No, you
You need to be balanced. You need to be balanced. Like
You can be a
use-
nice guy for
be
sure.
selective with what you're doing with your life. Don't be nice for no reason.
Yeah.
If someone doesn't deserve your kindness, then don't give it to them.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just be polite and assertive.
No, nice guys just expect them to be rewarded for being nice all the time, I guess.
I'm a nice guy. Fucking pretty much everyone is.
Yeah.
Like there's
Except Chad over there is also nice, and he mogs you to oblivion.
like realistically, like 99% of people are nice. Like it's not hard to be polite. People think they deserve a medal for it.
Women love a family man. Tell her you're interested in kids and marriage. I mean, it depends what
feel
kind of
like
stage you are in
everyone's
your
probably-
life.
You know, like, except for damaged people, I think you're obviously interested in that eventually, like later in life.
That's what I'm saying. I don't really get
So
that.
you just fucking get them pregnant without talking about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm. So I don't
I think
understand.
good women love a family man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good women.
What women are you trying to attract?
One
As
that just wanna
As
fuck.
soon as you meet her, tell her your outfit looks great. I also don't think there's really anything wrong with that, to be honest.
You're complimenting her.
It's just
As
a
long as it's
compliment, bro.
honest and it's not
Well,
like
yeah, think about it.
and
She's
it's
just
not general.
she's just spent like fucking half an hour to an hour, probably more,
Exactly.
like just to impress you. Like, are you not gonna like compliment?
I
her?
think it deserves at least like a.
Yeah.
I like. What
Don't
you do with
overdo
this.
it. Don't
Yeah.
overdo it, obviously.
Yeah.
But just be sincere. Be genuine.
exactly,
Oh
yeah.
shit, you look fucking hot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
Maybe
not-
if she doesn't look hot,
she's not gonna
then
fucking
maybe-
run away because you thought she was good looking. Like,
Wait, also don't be like just what you said. Like, don't be like, "Fuck, you're hot." Your
don't
fucking
go
ass
on
looks
about it.
So mint in that.
because she knows it.
Don't be
Like,
like that,
nah.
yeah.
I just be like, I like the way you put together.
No, like your hair or something. It's
Yeah.
not fucking rocket science. Never expect anything in return in a relationship. Everything should, no, obviously, no. Be a gentleman on a date. Pull a chair out for her. I also think like there's nothing wrong with that. Once
Yeah,
That's
again,
I feel that's a good trait.
if
For
you
good women,
for good women
Like
and
the family man
and if
thing.
you're good looking, that will only work.
Yeah. Send flowers to her door to apologize. I don't know what context that's even.
What are you
supposed to be in.
apologizing to a girl for anyway?
Yeah, no.
everything
Unless-
you should
unless
Depends
you-
what you've done. Like,
Yeah.
did you kill her brother or something? Like, I don't know. What'd you do?
Weird.
Women are beautiful at every size. No shame dating
Yeah,
on
no.
overweight.
That's
women.
just cap.
That's just cap. I've always been open and
Um,
honest about that.
Every single human is more attractive when they're lean. Just simple. Lean is life, man. Simple.
I've seen a lot of
Hell, I'm
guys.
taking that to the grave. I am. Lean is
It's
life.
looks.
I'll-
It's just like
Yeah.
it's healthy.
Yeah, people
yeah.
are attracted to health.
it literally comes back to evolution.
Yeah.
Like, why would we date or have kids with someone who's not healthy and fit to produce
Slowly
offspring?
going away.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
Real men date single mothers.
Real mate, why would you do that?
What?
Who
Why
said
the
that?
fuck would you do
Who
that?
said that?
Would you boys go there? Would you
No wonder
boys?
this didn't
No.
make the
Sorry,
cut.
would you? So get date out of there. Would you get with a single mother?
No.
No.
No wonder this man didn't make the cut. Like, what is this?
This is ridiculous.
Maybe this is like things Wheat Waffles' friends have said to him. Not
Yeah.
in general.
I don't know.
Look, I do
Maybe
have.
it's different in
I have
England.
sympathy for single mothers because my mum is a single mother, but at the same time, I don't really
Oh,
find
dude,
the appeal in it.
they are very sneaky though. I had a single mother try to get with me at it wasn't a club, it was at a bar. She
Yeah.
tried, but she never told me she had a kid.
She tried to get with her workmate.
And try to
Like
get with
week
them,
after.
but like try to do the same shit
Yeah.
with their workmate. That shit's crazy.
It
Like
gets
I
you
had
invested
not,
first, and then like,
I had-
by the way, I have a
yeah,
14-year-old child.
yeah. They'll just
so-
slip it under there. That shit is scary.
Roars. If you make decent money, would you? Oh no, wait.
We've already
You
done
already
this.
went through that.
Why not felt that just came in?
But yeah, is there anything else you want to? What's the rest of the video? I think that's just.
So we're just gonna be like and subscribe. Something
Check
like
out my video giving 100 points summarising what
Yeah, we
I
already
believe
reacted
in,
to that.
which is
Really
in a
went through
very
that one.
similar style to the one you've just
So
watched.
would you guys say what would you guys say about that? Are you blue pill, black pill, red pill? Hayden, I want to get your opinion on this. What are you?
Because you are non-biased.
You are non-binary in the pill world.
Biased.
Yeah, you got to use the microphone.
I don't know.
Would you say a lot of those were wrong?
Hayden
Would
is
you
just
agree
Hayden
with those?
Bonner.
Some of them, I don't know. I just there's a few things
just
that I was like,
realistic,
there's a
opinion.
few things I was like, well, that's clearly not true because I've seen it happen. But like
Yeah.
most of it, yeah,
I think you learn a lot of it through life experience. The more you live, the more.
yeah. But like, there's a lot of girls are like different in some way. Like not every girl
Yeah.
has the same
Yeah, exactly.
shit. Like this
Yeah.
might apply for most girls, but there are some girls out there that it
Yeah.
won't
Especially
apply
different
to.
cultures too.
Depends,
Yeah.
different cultures.
Like if you go to
All
like Sri
depends on how they
Lanka,
grow
they have
up.
like rearranged marriages and they work better than here. Like,
Yeah, that's
so
it all depends. The thing is, though, the harsh truth is this is going off statistics. So it is the vast majority of women. So there might be some outliers.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
but,
Statistics are like majority of them, but there's some out there that are
yeah,
just
those outliers might be pretty hard to find, though.
don't know.
Never know. You don't know till you go out and try.
I mean,
Yeah,
there
but
are,
like there might be some that has like one factor of that video and then less of the other, or
Yeah.
they have like because it's got on statistics of that one group.
The one thing that I actually don't like about the black pill, so I think it's more the red pill, is the fact that now men are expecting also, so just like women are, but men are expecting perfect women. It's like, you're going to be looking a while, mate. It's like, are you perfect? No. So like, they'll see one thing that's like slightly off and be like, no!
And what also
red
like
flag.
Men are like, oh, women just come out and they just, you know, they're born and then they're born attractive and they get all this attention and everything. It's like, yeah, but look at them. They're like kind of like brats in a way.
Yeah.
In a way. So it's like, don't you want to like, you know, get the skills to get women? Not just, you know.
I've always said the best women are like 7s or like 6.5 or 7s, because you get a bit of both worlds. 7
like,
are okay.
they're like humbled, but they're also,
Yeah.
you know,
I've always
They're like a
compared
bit
it.
of
I've
both.
always compared it from a BMW to a Lamborghini. It's like, what would you rather drive daily? Like, yeah, going out and having a spin in a Lambo every once in a while is good, but if you're trying to have it as a daily driver, it's going to break down on you. People are going to be looking at it. People are going to be trying to steal it.
Yep.
You'd rather just a nice
I got a different
BMW.
opinion on that, to be honest. I think,
You want a Lambo?
yeah, because
You're a Bugatti.
you yourself should be a Lambo.
Yeah.
So
If you're a Bugatti, maybe.
if you're worried, yeah, literally, bro. If you're worried about, you know, getting your Lambo tarnished or like broken into, well, it's maybe because you're a BMW.
Well,
I don't
how
know.
does this sound? Maybe you want a BMW, but you also want a Lamborghini weekend drive
Yes.
Ooh,
as a weekend car.
I guess so.
Look at all these.
This is a very
Nah, because all these fucking it doesn't matter, bro. I'm still not. I'm not wifing up at 10, bro, because it doesn't matter if you're Logan Paul. We all know what happens. Like, it doesn't matter what famous celebrity you are. They all go out, man. They have so many options, you couldn't even comprehend it, man. Whether it's like you see Conor McGregor, whatever, you know, their wives are attractive, but they're not like anything special. They're just day ones. They're like a 7 day ones that just really are absolutely like engulfed and in love with them. I don't think a 10 could love you that much, to be honest.
And also,
They get spun, bro. Like,
yeah. And do you reckon Conor McGregor's driving a Lambo on the weekends?
100%.
I think he is.
Yes.
He's driving Bugattis monthly, bro. 100%. And the BMW's just sat there like, I'm happy to get fuel put in me, you know. I'm happy to just get. That's probably a bad analogy, but.
that is.
You put it. What? That's kind of.
Oh no, true, yeah. I'm happy to get stored in the driveway, nice and protected in the garage.
Ooh, okay.
That
That
sounds
sounds
better
kinky, I'm
analogy.
not gonna lie.
What is Coleman saying? Stacy lights over Stacy's.
Oh, he just means
What's that
literally
mean?
just what you said. It's like
Oh, is that what I
sevens
just
over
said?
tens.
like Blackpool terminology.
Wait, so it's Stacy's better than Stacy lights?
No, a state. Well, yes, yeah. Okay, so it's like what wheat waffles.
Oh, so it's like
Yeah.
Chad and Chad light. pretty
Yes,
much.
yes, it's the same shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
So Chad Light's just like it.
Chad light's like not quite a Chad, but he's good looking.
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's just low maintenance. It's like, if you've ever had a chick that's like got almost the same interests as you, or has like not interests but has the same interest level as you,
Yeah,
you always want your chick to have a much higher interest level than you do.
yeah, for sure.
And you know how
Otherwise, it's just
they say
over.
women they should be dating up. If she's a 10, how is she going to date up?
Exactly.
She's just you're at that level,
It doesn't matter who.
which
you
never
are.
works. Which never works.
It's very true.
I'm
Yeah,
11, so.
I'm 12. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, I
breaking
think-
the scale, boys.
But anyway, I think that will put us on pause with the whole fucking relationships and women conversations for a while. I'm fucking over it.
I'm sick of it.
I really don't like talking about it.
Like, you guys probably know, I look half asleep in all of this shit.
because it's like, out of all my interests, it's like here.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't care about it at the moment. I'm not at that part of my life.
I'll tell you what, the only reason I do care about this subject, honestly, like, is just because, like, seeing other guys make the mistakes, just like, I don't know, it infuriates me.
It really does.
I just hate seeing, especially, like, friends, you know?
And if we're putting it on the, you know what the word is? It's the levels. It's called the hierarchy or something of the hierarchy of needs.
Yeah.
Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Relationships and all that are right at the top, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because that's what we're here on Earth to do, is reproduce. So, like, you can ignore this whole sector as much as you want, say it's beneath you, but, like, it exists in the world and
Also,
it shall be discussed.
I will say, though, we do live in a pretty subhuman world now, where the fucking work that's required to achieve a good status you always need to put relationships to the sideline to achieve it. Like, in the old days, you could work a normal job and be a high status man. So you could do that job and also have, like, the women. Like, you could have it.
Yeah.
Now you need to work ridiculously hard to achieve that same status, which means there is a part in your life where you probably are going to have to put them to the
Yeah,
side.
no, you're very right about that. Now think about it, because you go back to the I don't know, the 1800s or whatever. Like, a high value man would be considered a man who has his own crops, he's farmer or some shit. You know, owns his house, and you know he gets a wife through that. That's all he needs. He's chill.
I even
now you got to be a niche internet micro celebrity and look smacks your fucking Mew to death.
I heard
like,
Mike Thurston, the quintessential Chad. He said it himself. When he moved to London, he went like he didn't worry about women for years, and that's Mike Thurston. And he still had to put them to the sidelines to build his business to then become where he wanted to be. And that's Mike Thurston. Imagine you at home on Discord.
With this being said, though,
still worrying about relationships.
I remember like watching it was the Wolf of Wall Street, and it's like in the movie he had like a wife starting out, whatever. That's what I referred to earlier, and then he sort of quote unquote upgraded his wife. It was really all just to do with looks, and then you know because he had everything, blah blah blah, and it just makes me think that yeah, like what's the point? You know what I mean?
Literally. What is the point?
And also with the whole looks thing, if you're gonna get like some chick just for the looks, like that gets old super quick.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it just looks
Doesn't
like
really make sense.
once you've been with her for that long, it's just like you just look like you. Like you get
yeah, literally. Like you get it. Come on, like that novelty of like being super attractive, it rubs off eventually.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially with age as well.
It's the same with even just. I don't want to compare it, but just possessions. Like you upgrade your car, it gets old real quick.
She's my possession.
I'm not saying that. I'm just take that one out of context. I'm just saying like. With anything, you upgrade.
Yeah,
it's cool for a sec, but like
yeah, for sure.
But don't let that like also don't stick with a Commodore your whole life.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The 7s have got substance. They look good and they've got substance.
It's because they're forced to.
Why don't you get the 4s?
It's just like I mentioned before, how the Jester Maxer is usually never the 10 or the Chad.
Yeah,
it's because he has to compensate with the lack of looks. So I guess you could say it's quote unquote compensating, but
I mean,
it's
sort of does
it's just being like a. It's just. I like to think of it as necessity. Like you notice there's a necessity in your life that you have to, you know, make up for your lack of chadness with personality. But even if you're quote unquote Chad or whatever, you still should strive to, you know, be intellectual and have some form of substance within your character for sure.
Yeah. Like I say with everything, just try upgrade everything.
Also, boys, let us know in the comment section down below before we end this stream what you want us to talk about next. Because I mean, I'm not talking about this shit for another good couple episodes. We're going to talk about success and how to fucking build it.
Yes.
Because more times than not, let's get onto it. Let's get how to build money.
Waffles can stop waffling.
No more waffle on the TV.
Instead, we'll what? Look at these other ones. We got
the most autistic fucking thing I've ever seen.
Dude, I always
Chad
like,
always
the
wins.
virgin rate below 30. It's I mean like 30 and below is like.
This is the virgin rate.
I want to bring this statistic up. Wait, what was? I want to see what % of your audience are virgins. Where's that statistic?
Would it be higher than the average?
100%. Of course. You'd only place such importance on such a thing if you.
Said,
you wanted it that
this
bad.
channel a week after getting his like first girlfriend or something.
Yeah.
That's when he would lose his virginity, and he's like, I need to make stories about this.
Yeah.
Something to think, like.
I think we need the wheat waffles in the world, honestly.
Some people need it. Some people.
Yeah. Some people do.
We need a healthy amount of autism.
30-year-old virgins.
What do you call it? Healthy autism.
Yeah, healthy amount of autism. I genuinely think that like if we didn't have like I like to think of my channel as like a Brett Maverick wheat waffles like mesh.
Combined, yeah.
Like it's healthy amount of autism. Like wheat waffles, like I don't know, it's just a bit too far. Like
I think someone said brain rot.
It's a bit too monotone.
Someone said it's brain rot.
Like. Yeah, for sure. Whereas like Brett Maverick, it's just like mindless as fuck. But he's just got like a good like chatty face. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I still remember back in the day. I'm not sure if it was Alpha M. What's the other like super popular guy, OG guy?
Was like teaching men's fashion possibly? Or?
No, it was just one guy. I remember I was probably.
It would have been Alpha M for sure.
Might have been Alpha M.
Yeah.
Does he wear like, he's like the shorter guy with he wears a jacket and shit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember watching him like ages ago. Like this might be the shit.
Yeah.
And I was probably like 12 years old, bro. I'm like,
Literally,
like how to dress well for.
God.
So like every man has a fundamental understanding that this is at least somewhat important.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
If you're a man,
even
you're
for
not
women, just in
striving to improve in life. Like you're subhuman.
Yeah.
Literally.
You are sub.
Like definition of subhuman.
Yeah. Alright, next
Anyway,
we talk about money, business.
Next we're going to talk about how Dylan McKnight is not a natty.
That was pretty
What
funny.
do we think about that?
I don't know. I don't know. I think if he said he took a psalm once back in the day.
That guy.
Dylan McKnight.
Yeah.
So I used to watch him on
believe
Bluepill.
he might be natural. I just don't believe he did it in a year.
No, he admitted.
No, he admitted. He did a video. He admitted to taking a psalm once, and then he said he got like really bad gyno and he got bad symptoms and stuff, so he stopped.
Well,
But he said he still wants to claim natty. Is he
everyone
still a
said
natty?
his apology was shit, but like to be honest,
Yeah.
I honestly like I think they're taking it out of hand because they're just trying to like destroy his character. I genuinely think, obviously he didn't ask for forgiveness and he didn't say sorry because in his mindset it's like, oh okay, so you know I'm telling everyone the truth even when I don't have to, and I could have kept lying, but I'm doing this as like a selfless act. I guess in a way, like
It's probably to get it off his chest.
it's to get off of his. Yeah, it sounds more to do with selfishness if he's not apologizing for his actions, isn't it? Yeah.
But the one thing that I think is pretty fucked up is he competed in a natural bodybuilding competition, and in the rules, you're not allowed to take anything for 10 years. And he took something within like 3 years prior to that. He also scammed his editor.
Did he? No,
Yeah.
Wasn't
Didn't
the
pay
one
him.
that had that crazy 1 year transformation?
That was.
I don't believe.
Yeah, no,
I honestly think if he lied about that for so long, I have no reason to believe he wouldn't lie about just doing steroids.
To be honest
flat
with
out.
you,
I
He has a
reckon he
crazy
did maybe
physique.
2 years.
Yeah.
That 1 year.
Dude, I thought it was
Do you
chalky.
realise how
I
much that
thought it was
is?
chalky milk that got him like
Yeah,
that.
he keeps saying,
I was- I got food.
Oh, bro, so did I. So did I. Bro, I went through that dirty bulk phase because of Dylan McKnight.
Same.
I
So did I.
probably could have avoided that, to be honest. Fuck you, Dylan.
Why am I not looking like that?
Yeah.
Maybe because you're not taking Psalms for fuck's
Yeah,
sake.
literally. Oh, bro. But to be honest with you, I will say this. Let me just say this. I will say this, is that Dylan, he's not a complete arsehole because I know for a fact, like, I fucking, like, pedestalize fucking David Lade because he looks fucking insane. Like, he looks insane. But, like, let's be real, David Lade, he's probably done the exact same shit.
Yeah.
He just hasn't come out and said it.
Yeah, you don't know who these people are, man. It's all online. You've got no fucking
Yeah.
idea who these people are. Even if you're his friend, you wouldn't know who he
Yeah.
was. Like, no one's got
Bro,
a clue.
you know
so-
how, like, much, like, it would benefit me if I just, like, took a bunch of shit and just pretended to be, like, natural?
You'd
like,
look insane.
Honestly,
on roids.
like, genuinely, and I could get away with it as well.
Especially for your career.
Yeah. I could easily get away with it.
That is the
And I-
easiest thing
I
to
don't
do.
think
Is
I'd
to
get away with it though.
Actually,
If
let's,
you got avoids, I don't think you would.
I think,
You look that freaky. Like if you're getting accused
Yeah, I guess
now,
so, yeah.
If you're getting accused now,
But-
imagine on.
But this is how easy it is to be a fake natural, right?
Yeah.
I could do it and you guys not even know. All it takes is me to go in my room, pin, put the needles and shit
and it's
away.
like, just like you said in one of your shorts, it's
easy.
like the guys who are actually on roids don't even look like they're on roids. Like, you're never going to know, really.
if I got on roids, I'd probably look natty.
like,
Like honestly.
Nah,
I could
honestly, like, if I was you at 6'4", like, I'd be considering it more
Just
than
tell me to
what
take
I
it.
am.
Just tell me to take it. I'll do it right now.
No, because, like, look at John
Double
Skolka.
dare ya.
Alright.
and if you do it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll just spin the table.
Bruv, it would genuinely, like,
Spin the wheel of what
It would-
substance trend devolve.
if you're, like, fully concerned with, like, bodybuilding or whatever, and, like, just solely on the way you look, sure, I guess it's, like, it's still obviously a retarded decision, but you look insane. Because, like, the taller you are, the more you benefit from roids. 100%.
I mean, honestly, I don't know if you guys would agree, but I think another bulk and cut for me. I'll be perfectly. I'm kind of happy with what I got
100%.
now.
Like,
It's not.
And like that's the
It's
thing.
like-
We've said this time and time again. The more, like, the bigger you get, the more roided you are, the more you delve into the male gaze. And what's the
Yeah,
point of that?
but it's
And-
not like don't associate your happiness as your physique. It doesn't
for
work
sure.
like that.
Yeah.
No matter how big you
because
get.
it becomes your new baseline, and then you don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
you still look at
exactly.
yourself in the mirror and go, "Oh,
I'll tell you
no."
what though, what also reasserts that is when you start, like for instance, when I went to the boxing gym, you realize the gym is actually very toxic for your mind, for your mind state,
Yeah, yeah.
because you're seeing the roids everywhere,
Yeah.
and you think that's normal.
You know, for me though, like, what's interesting is that I actually zone out all of the guys who are on roids because
Yeah,
they,
you select them out.
yeah, no, like
I know
I
what you
genuinely,
mean.
like, you know what I'm talking about?
It's like they're a different class.
Yeah,
They should
it's like-
have two
yeah.
parts of the gym.
Exactly
Roids,
right. The guys that I'm
natties.
looking at and like comparing myself to are the guys who are obviously natural, but they look aesthetic and they're just proportionate.
Yeah, I
You
try
know
to
what I mean?
weed out the
Yeah,
naturals. and
but it's
that.
like I'm not even like actively trying to like do that in my head consciously. Like I subconsciously just ignore all the roid heads because it doesn't look attractive.
I think the worst part is that you just don't know. So it's like going into a test where calculators are allowed and not bringing a calculator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you just don't know, and that's why you should never compare yourself to anyone
Yeah.
in the gym, especially.
Because I don't really go to a commercial gym anymore.
Yeah.
And when I do go to the gym, I feel tiny because I'm not used to it. I'm just
Yeah.
not used to seeing the roid heads everywhere. And I'm just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's hard not to just feel like fucking like shit.
Yeah.
And
Like in
it's-
the gym I go to, I stand there, I'm like, yeah, I look good because there's like no one else is really bodybuilders, so we're just like doing it to keep active.
Yeah.
And then I go into a gym like that, and I'm like, oh, fuck off. Like, I feel like I've done nothing.
You see that 6'6"
Yeah.
guy?
It's like, I'm like
what
nearly
even
2
is
years
that?
in, and it's like, come on, man.
I think the reason it's so bad for your mental state as well because it's so appearance based. It's all physical.
Bro, I can smell it in the women. Not only it's not just because their shorts are round up their ass that I can smell it, but the reason I can smell it is because, bro, you just take one look at like the women there, especially the men. I am a good example of that. like you just know when someone's completely self-absorbed, like
Oh, yeah.
straight
Yeah.
away. Like, for example, like I don't give a fuck anymore. I'll admit it. I'm self-absorbed within my appearance. I am.
Gotta be.
Most
I
people
have
are
to be, yeah.
like you are
Everyone's
yourself.
self-
You
And,
are
like,
yourself. Of
Yeah,
course, you know.
exactly. And I'll like take off my shirt in the gym and start posing and like recording myself because I've ceased to give a shit anymore. But it's like also
I
a
can
turn off
respect
when I
that.
see that same personality trait in the women that are doing the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then it's almost like you start to dislike yourself.
Oh, I was gonna say this with this whole looks maxing. Like, I think looks maxing has skyrocketed, hasn't it? Really,
yeah,
like
for
in
sure.
popularity. If we
Yeah,
put
yeah.
up a graph, fucking crazy. Like, it's almost become mainstream now. Like I caught some guy viciously mewing in my face, like going into the toilet. Like, I'm not even kidding. Yes, like that, like looking at me, like trying to like mog
Yeah.
me or something. I'm, what are you doing?
I
But-
was
Yeah.
slapped, bro.
But anyway, what I was gonna say was, I honestly think that like looks maxing becoming so popular has like fucking plummeted
bro.
my own self confidence and so many of guys' self
I'm
confidence.
not gonna lie. I know this sounds like egotistical of mine, but like it's done the opposite to me because
because you're on the good end of it.
But so are you.
Yes, but I think it's
I just
still
am so
just like
lucky to be considered like the objective part of like certain types
Yeah.
of models and stuff. I've had guys come up to me in real life and say, "Bro, I saw this guy like Chico on like TikTok. Bro, he looks so much like you." And I'm just like,
Yeah.
bro, the ego boost is insane. I love it. But like I knew who those guys were like years before like any of these guys know. So I'm just like, fuck, this is amazing. Yeah, I'm just being compared to these guys.
I just kind of feel like it's like a mass illness almost. That everyone
yeah, it is,
it's
yeah.
just making everyone insecure and just
Yeah.
chronically mew and
Oh, bro, like
gaze max.
I'll
what
tell
it's
you,
called.
it depends as well. Like you're much more willing to accept, the importance of looks and the black pill, the better looking you are as well. I find like, yeah, that's yeah.
Like, is there a point where you can just accept the way you are, or does that not exist?
I'd say yeah, because it depends on what you're going into. Like for example, with me, like obviously I've got a looks maxing channel. It's important to me. So like I'm obviously much more invested into it. But like obviously like if you're a normal person with a non-autistic brain, then sure, just I like to think that you can look good while simultaneously doing something that is beneficial to your own mental state and character. So like the best option, if I'm like picturing a high value male right now, I'll give an example. So there's like there's a guy at my gym, and then there's also like a guy I met up with. You guys remember Dylan? He's a very smart guy. He was doing, I think, what was it again? Like it was
Acting.
Some AI, some shit.
Yeah, it was like, okay, he's like an entrepreneur, but he also does like fucking physics. He's a physicist guy. And then also another guy who was a psychologist. And they look fucking amazing. They're jacked, like perfect structure of face, like clear skin, all these things going on. But he's also really smart.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, like you've got everything now. Like,
Fuck you.
You've got the whole world, bro. Literally.
The Infinity
And
Stones.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking at the same time. Like sometimes I regret pursuing looks maxing in terms of YouTube and everything, because it seems like the only reason I look the way I do is because I'm so absorbed within the way I look.
Yeah.
And the main reason for why looks maxing was even made in the first place is so people could act like they are that way, not because of maxing out their looks, it's because that they're that way genetically. And unfortunately, with the route I've gone down, everyone just thinks, okay, well, this guy only is like that because he's so self-obsessed. And, like, they don't think it's a result of, you want to seem effortless in the way you do things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
The
true.
difference is it's a business for you. So you can't really.
Yes.
But it's hard to seem effortless when it is an effort.
Yep.
In a way.
Yeah,
So,
so,
it's,
like-
it's all just
Yeah.
smokes and mirrors, and
For
it's all
sure.
on the internet. It's all fucking shit. I
Yeah.
reckon. It's the worst, man. Like, we didn't have to worry about these fucking 20 years ago.
Yeah, I know. It is what it is.
But we
bro.
do, so we can't do much about
It's,
it.
I just
yeah.
think overall, focus truly on what you want to do. If yours is
How
looks
can you
maxing,
focus truly on what you want to do if you're a balding?
Easy. Easy.
I mean,
Yeah.
just improve.
Most rich
anything.
people in the world are ugly fuckers.
Yeah.
But it's
So
just
should
the
they
ones-
just accept that they won't get women?
No, they shouldn't accept it. I'm just saying they didn't worry about that until later. Like you see heaps of people that are like ugly until they get rich, and then they worry about that after.
Yeah. There's plenty of examples of that.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, you can do it in different orders, or
Yeah.
you can do it all at once. You have a certain amount of energy.
At the end of the day, it's not really
Depends.
like
Like-
self-absorbed. It's like you want to do better for yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Gives a fuck.
No, fucking, would you do worse?
You'll
yourself?
notice a
Fuck
huge
that.
difference if you just get those 1% wins every day. You level
Exactly.
up 1% at every aspect, and then, wow, new person.
Yeah.
You know?
Like it's easy to fall into a black pill rabbit hole, I think.
Yeah.
But you can definitely do it in a healthy way where you're incorporating certain things into your lifestyle, and then all of a sudden you're building up this momentum, and then you're making progress. But you can definitely get caught in a wheat waffles rabbit hole, I think.
Yeah,
And,
that's
and
for
you,
sure.
you know what's
I
crazy?
don't think I ever will.
Just improving,
Even
even
because you're not chronically online.
even just improving in every other aspect that's not what you would consider black pill. will make you look better anyway.
Yeah.
Because like you eat healthy.
Why is that filming naked?
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna. Bro, I'm sweating.
So
I know. What the fuck
Oh,
is
you
this?
can go turn on the air.
No, generally.
Doing this,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
boiling.
No,
We'll wrap it up here, boys. We're about to fucking get naked as fuck. So
30 degrees.
We're gonna have a fucking gangbang in here, boys.
Yeah. Pause.
Oh, and then I'm hot as fuck, and then meanwhile I'm just like literally a lobster.
Jesus Christ, bro.
The biggest 5-star ever.
All right, boys. Like the stream. Comment what you want to see next. Subscribe to the channel. Keep up in the loop with Rory, Will, Nelson. We're making out the hood in 2024.
For sure.
And yeah.
This is the one CU instead of Marvel Cinematic Universe.